So we've just finished a month of rehearsals. We've been rehearsing in Limerick and in Kerry, and we started research on the project last year in Dance House in Dublin and began an initial 2-week residency there. So following that, we've finally come together with the final cast. We started at Dance Limerick at the end of January and had 2 weeks there, and have come down here to Sheaves there for the final 2 weeks.
It's been interesting, like, I mean, we did a 2-week residency last April in Dance House, so we made a lot of the material then, and then there was another week in November which I wasn't there for, so this time was like we had to learn a lot of material and stuff, so there's a lot of a bit of a brain whack, let's say, to learn everything.
We have been working in different spaces, which is really nice because each space has a different energy to it. So it's not always the same. You have up and downs, and it's good.
Yeah, basically my feet stay where they are, like this.
I think rehearsing in a big space like Dance Limerick allowed us to really throw ourselves around. The piece really expanded quite large, and then taking it onto the stage as well kind of allowed us to really kind of open up the piece.
I really like how expansive it is, how physical the movement is. Like, even when we got to the stage, how it was just like, you know, someone even said like, yeah, but you wouldn't have been able to fit any more dancers. And yeah, of course you would have been able to fit more, but for 4 people to take over the stage in that way, it's really nice, and to be able to use that kind of the use of space. The theme of the piece is very intense, so like even when we were discussing it first, the concept that Catherine and her inspiration that she brought to us, I couldn't really directly relate to it. Like, yeah, you can imagine the stories of the women, but it's difficult. I have nothing in my life. I feel in one way it's a bit like you feel a bit privileged. You're like, oh, actually I haven't been through.
So you're kind of trying to relate, okay, how can you relate that to your own life and then make it into movement? So you hope that you're getting something out of it that relates to it.
It was really good to get, you know, like a little bit of more of an insight into the piece. So it was good, and some of the stories were very touching. So it helped, you know, like to get a little bit, you know, like more into the feel and the essence of the piece. I think it's very difficult to be objective once, you know, like you are inside. I would love to be able to escape and to watch from the outside, because at the moment, you know, like it feels a little bit that it's more about the energy, the steps. Like we still, you know, like trying to get the steps together and go at the same time and pace, and you know, like that. So I think, you know, like once that we have it, you know, like a little bit more, we can get more in. I will, you know, like enjoy, you know, like more to get into the actual performance stage. Yeah.